Hey everyone, this is Josh Hayward and welcome to the week 1 recap of 31 Days of Pumpkin. It's been an adventurous 7 days thus far and we're now 7 days in. These are the first 7 that we have cracked open and it's been quite an adventure. It's been very, very interesting to say the least. I had no idea what to expect when I embarked on this 31 Days of Pumpkin journey. I've always kind of liked pumpkin ales, but had no idea that the variety is out there, and it really has been. We have not had a brew that's alike yet, which is really, really neat. Day 1, we took a look at the Ichabod from New Holland Brewing Company. This was kind of your middle-of-the-road, run-of-the-mill pumpkin ale. Not knocking it in any way. As a matter of fact, that's kind of what I've compared all the other subsequent brews to thus far. Just really solid pumpkin ale, kind of moderate on the spice. Kind of what you would think of when you think of a pumpkin ale, just kind of middle of the road, but a great one for sure. The next one was the Weyebacher Imperial Pumpkin Ale. I had a few sips of this, kind of liked it a little bit, but after about 6 or 8 sips, I couldn't drink any more of it. Just too boozy for me. Not that I don't like that flavor, it wasn't pleasant with what was going on with the pumpkin. Next was the Shipyard, I believe. I may have switched these two up. Shipyard, the Pumpkinhead. I admit I was not a fan of that one either. Again, just some weird flavors going on in that. I really feel like they used extract in this particular beer, some type of additive, not necessarily using real pumpkin. Maybe some pumpkin flavoring. I couldn't get away from tasting pumpkin syrup or like pumpkin spice syrup that you'd have in a latte or something. Was not a fan of this one. Next we had the Anderson Valley Fall Hornin Ale. This was rather interesting as well. I wouldn't classify it necessarily as a pumpkin ale. I would say it would be more of like an autumn spiced ale. I didn't taste much pumpkin in that, not much pumpkin spice. Great spiced beer though, very refreshing, very good. No complaints. A little medium to heavy kind of beer. Next we had Ballast Point's Pumpkin Down, and this was completely different from everything we had seen thus far. It was a Scottish ale brewed with pumpkin. They actually added some pumpkin either to the mash or the boil on this one, I'm not sure. Lightly spiced. I was definitely drinking Scottish ale on this one, and it was quite refreshing. I really enjoyed that. Very, very interesting take. Day 6 was New Belgium's Voodoo Ranger Atomic Pumpkin. New Belgium has their Voodoo Ranger line, lots of tasty IPAs and a variety of different great brews. They extended it to pumpkin, the realm of pumpkin, with Voodoo Ranger Atomic Pumpkin, and this one was way out there as well. Kind of reminded me of eating pumpkin pie with habanero peppers. It was very, very interesting. Heavy on the cinnamon and the habaneros here. Not something I drink a lot of, but I can definitely appreciate the innovation for sure. We capped off the first week of 31 Days of Pumpkin with Fathead Spooky Tooth, and if I had to choose any of them thus far, I would say that this one has been my favorite. Just what I think, it's what I think of when I think of fall brews, pumpkin ales, pumpkin beers, Thanksgiving, all those great things. Really, really enjoyed this one. This was an Imperial as well. Yeah, like I said, I can really appreciate everything that we've seen thus far. We haven't had one that has been just alike the other, which has been great. Lots of good variety. It's been great seeing what some of these breweries are doing, not just with other beer styles, but with the pumpkin ale as well. It's been very, very good, and we're trying to change the feeling on pumpkin ales out there. I know a lot of folks tend to run them down because of the pumpkin craze. Well, there's some great beers out there that showcase pumpkin. Not only do you get those great fall flavors, but you get some great innovation and some great flavors and great things that the brewer's doing. So thank you so much for following along thus far. It's been a blast. 7 days in, I can't wait to try what's next. We've got a lot of great ones in the box out in the garage, I should say, in the fridge, I should say. But I've spent a lot of time gathering 31 of these different things, and it took me quite a while to gather them up. So I'm really looking forward to getting into the rest of these. Thank you so much again for following along. I really, really appreciate it. If you got any questions about any of these brews, let me know. If you've tried any of these, let me know what you thought. Hope you guys have a great night, and cheers. Take care.